Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm here on 2-win Monday, still searching for win number 1, currently 0-2. Playing a Montu mixtape collection game with Montu, PJ17, and CS2376 Jr. Montu streaming at twitch.tv/gamermontu, so you should check him out. Kind of two possible picks here. I guess bargaining breeder. I guess sheep breeder, bargaining breeder does trigger bargaining breeder an extra time. But I'd rather, if I was gonna go for bargaining breeder, I'd rather look for something like that lets all my animals breed, not just one. Because like getting one extra food is not super impactful. But yeah, this is Coal Investor or Visiting Quarryman for me. One of those two. Um, Visiting Quarryman is pretty great. So I think I'm probably just taking that. I like Coal Investor well enough, but Coal Investor doesn't work well with, if I pick up like really good. There's some good cards that Coal Investor does not work well with. Yeah, Overachiever as a follow-up to Visiting Quarryman is great. What else do we have here? Puppeteer. It's the revised Puppeteer. Crop Farmer. Yeah, I'll take Overachiever for sure. Build some major improvements. Next up, Well-Fed Family. Twice of the final harvest. Each player may feed twice to receive 3 bonus points. Okay, that's fine. Soy milk producer, field phase, get 1, 2, 3 for harvesting 5 planted fields. Bonus point for every 2 of your planted fields rounded down. Don't really need that. Well-Fed Family as a 4-wood occupation looks good. Or Land Agent with Overachiever is fine. Don't really think I need Animal Renovator. Animal Renovator is okay with all those cards that care about breeding animals. I'm going to take the 4-wood occupation. Well-Fed Family looks good here. Powerhouse with Visiting Quarryman is a thing, but I don't really have an early source of stone, and that's really what you want is some early stone. None of these are all that good. Got another Whisperer, so 2 Whisperers in the draft. I think I made a card once which was called the Whisperer, and it was like you get a point for each Whisperer and play at the end of the game or something. Yeah, Powerhouse, sure. I'm not gonna miss any of these. These cards are not great. Yeah, it would be fun to think of some better ideas for how to use food. But the problem is, you guys have too many. So as soon as I put something in, it's like, can all it? Yeah, you guys have a lot. This pick, I don't love what's coming back out of the next two packs. So I don't love Graduate here. Like Powerhouse is dubious whether it's going to be useful or not. Sheep Breeder is okay with that. There is Animal Renovator, which would let me hold the sheep. Uh, Potter's not great. I mean, Graduate with Overachiever is fine. Graduate with Overachiever is fine. The problem is playing 7 occupations. I think I'll just take the Sheep Breeder. Now, if I got like Clockwork Man or something, then Graduate would get a lot better. Which someone played that recently. That combo, and it was pretty nice. So that you don't have to play your weakest occupation. No, I think if you have to donate like 10 subs or something. If you give 10 subs, maybe. Yeah, I think I would do it for that. uh, I don't know, Pika maybe. Maybe Animal Tamer. Stable Hand is okay for the person who took Crop Farmer, but I mean, I'm not gonna play it. I guess Pika's fine. Well, we'd have to establish some rules, Sid, because um, I mean, I'd have to cap it at 24 hours, and honestly, I'd have to pick the day very carefully because I'm usually pretty busy on Fridays and Sundays. So staying up for 24 hours it would wreck me for Sunday. It would really wreck me for Sunday. So I'd have to figure out when I'm gonna sleep. We'll see. I'll have to think about it. You must be bored on Saturdays looking for content. Gray, when when what did you play? Was it Clay Supports or Wealthiest European? I was just like, oh, that's too bad. This is a fun hand that I'm in a fun game that I'm playing, but I just like, oh, I'm not beating that. I figured he had a Wealthiest European. I think it was Clay Supports. I think it was when you played Clay Supports. I was like, oh, okay, that's too bad. Yeah. I had a fun hand, but wasn't didn't have enough like raw power. Yeah, I knew I couldn't play it if there was even a if there was any way on the board for you to get the cattle. I knew I couldn't play South Pole Explorer. The only reason I could play South Pole Explorer was because you didn't take wood there. And actually, I groaned really hard when you played lumber in round two because I was like, okay, Gray gets 6 wood in a row, and South Pole Explorer is now dead to me. Snake Oil Salesman getting me resources for Overachiever is kind of nice, but I'm going to take the Soy Milk Producer. I have a bunch of early game cards. Take an end game bonus point card. I don't even know if I'm going to play it, but maybe. Okay, Tobel and Tovel's quite good. We've got Goose Pond, Farm School. This isn't the best Farm School hand. It's kind of awkward because it doesn't really play Overachiever. Probably doesn't play Well Fed Family. It plays maybe Sheep Breeder, Pika, Visiting Quarryman, Soy Milk Producer. Should be okay. I like Tobel and Tovel a lot, though. I think it's quite good. And Goose Pond is also good. Mm, I'll take Tobel and Tovel here. I think with my 4 wood occupation, I think there's a pretty good chance that I build wood rooms, more than one wood room. So Tobel and Tovel could be quite good. Yeah, the other thing is I don't really have any ox that have to come out in stage one. So I like Twivel and Twivel better in that kind of hand because I'm more likely to want to start player into Reedstone Food. Um, White potatoes. Play this card to get a vegetable for each of your plowed fields. Seems pretty good actually. It makes any plow actions I do in the early game come with an extra vegetable. Plow exhibition. All persons on the same game board can plow exactly one field. Yeah, plow exhibition is decent. I don't get to 4 occupations for a while in this game though, and by the time I do, I probably have 3 or 4 family members, and then it's much more difficult. I mean, Flat Hill, if I am building multiple clay rooms, Flat Hill's the thing. But I probably want to get to a stone house, right? Think white potatoes looks really interesting for this hand. I think I'm going to try white potatoes here. What's chat saying? Visiting Quarryman and Overachiever both want to come down early. Overachiever in like round 5, yeah. I think White Potatoes, yeah. If Farm School wheels, I agree with that. Yeah. The fact that it just turns the plow action into a pseudo Field Watchman seems pretty good. Carrot on a stick, plow a field, and sow that field. If I have lots of vegetables, it could be fine. Probably just pelts. If I'm going to be sowing vegetables, I want a hearth anyways, so... Yeah. I guess Master Oven with Pika is a thing. Yeah, 2 wood, 2 clay, 2 stone for 10 food and 3 points. That's a lot. That's a lot. Especially since I can save a stone and overachieve it. But pelts is pelts, and I've got sheep breeder that can give me some extra animals. Gonna take pelts here. Maybe I get farm school and working gloves. Yep, that could be good. Could be very good. I don't think I'm taking TP. I wouldn't mind someone else playing Hunger Wall, but I don't think I'm playing it myself. Woodfield. Acorns basket. Reed for 2 boar. Probably just Woodfield, I guess. Yeah, I think Woodfield's fine here. Worst case, I use Woodfield just to get on start player to get read stone food. To get my stone for Twibble and Twivel. Thanks, Sid. Have a good day. Oh, any Americans in chat? You guys better have voted. Or better be planning to vote. Guess I'll take a free grain. I don't hold the animals perfectly in this game, but I mean, Goblet Overachiever is decent. I don't really want Badge. I'll take Exhibition. So has Montu managed not to complain about his card quality yet? There's supposed to be no complaints from him, right? Okay. I like Flat Hill better now than I did the last time I saw it, after picking up white potatoes. Flamingo Lake, I know that there's... no, I let Snake Oil Salesman fall out of the draft, didn't I? So no Snake Oil Salesman. Yeah, Flat Hill. Seems like I probably plow early, a couple early fields with white potatoes, so... The only awkward thing is getting stone. Like, my dream scenario is getting Reedstone food without having to start player. I think that's kind of my dream scenario this game. Carrot on a stick? Sure. In case I have some extra vegetables. It's basically just turn a vegetable into a plow. That's the relevant thing. And I'm not taking stone supports with Flat Hill already. Check out YouTube. Did I put anything on YouTube today? I don't think so. You can tell there's some growth on the channels because I'm getting more spam, a lot more bot spam than I was before. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can make Montu complain. That's my goal. Is to have a really good game so that Montu is obligated to complain. And then I get a win, of course. We're going to win the next 2 in a row. I'm going to go 2 for 2. And then I'm going to go shopping and get stuff for dinner. Otherwise, if I have to do 5 games, I'll order something. So if you guys want to make suggestions about what I should order, let me know. Spend food to decide what food I get, maybe. Although I get to set a couple options, I think. Because there are some things that I definitely don't want to get. You're building this SO instead of the WoW. There you go. Alright, so I start second. And Montu's last, so he's tested early. He's tested very early. Thought it was always sushi. Sushi is a good option because usually one of my roommates will go in on a boat with me, and I'm pretty happy about that. And also the place is not too far away to go to get it. Yeah, I think probably not Chinese food because I was just eating some sweet and sour tofu. And I had pizza yesterday, so not pizza. But I could go for shawarma. I could go for falafel. I could go for Indian. I could go for sushi. I could go for wings. I would go to Wild Wing. Pick up Wild Wing. Alright, PJ17 plays Lady of the Manor. Means I get Reedstone food here, which is beautiful. So I'll Reedstone food into Plow. Yeah, I'm not the biggest wings fan, but I like the sauces at Wild Wing. They're very good. I do. I have been trying to support different places, all the places I enjoy. So that's also partially why I've been getting sushi a lot because, with the pandemic and everything, restaurants like that are hurting for sure. Montu's got engineer. Oh, our engineer's pretty good. Pretty good. I like salt and vinegar and also Thai curry. Are you talking about wings? Salt and vinegar wings. PJ17 start player sapling. So that's why they Lady of the Manor round one. Get that sapling out. Does white potatoes cost anything? No, it doesn't. So how does white potatoes work exactly? How does this work? So obviously I'm digging up fields, and while I'm digging up fields, I'm finding roots and stuff. But then I just need the minor improvement to spend the time cleaning up all these roots to find usable food. Is that the idea? Like maybe when I'm plowing, I have this big pile of junk, or maybe I go walk up and down the fields to look for pick stuff out of the dirt that I've turned up. Also, it was nice of me to plow so that Montu didn't have to be forced into a bad action. He got 2 clay there, which is fine with major minor flipping in round 1. And 2 clay, particularly good with engineer, so. So this is what? 2 reed into plow? Probably Reedstone Food goes to PJ. Oh, it's Reedstone Food into plow. All right. Is Cops Woodfield a possibility there? Probably not because of the food cost and the improvement cost. Or the occupation cost, sorry. Because white potatoes and Twivel are basically have to be my first 2 minors. So I'm probably going to do a sow action before Woodfield would come out. But you know what? I might not even sow, depending. We'll see. I'm not decided on anything yet. Sowing wood on the fields would be fun, but it means I would need a lot of wood for it to be worthwhile. Like I would need to get up to 7 wood, right? Because I'm not going to sow wood if it delays my wood room at all. Definitely not doing that. We'll see. Like I have a lot I need to do before my first growth, right? I gotta play Overachiever, I gotta play Twibble, I gotta play White Potatoes, I have to feed my family. I have a lot I need to do. Probably take clay. Probably I'm overachieving the cooking hearth so that I can eat the white potatoes stuff. Yes, round 6. He's right. Oh. Should this be a no complaint stream for me? I'm not allowed to complain about how long the turns take. Oh, man. At least it's only 4. I mean, I could stream for another 8-9 hours easily. I could go till like 2 today. I don't want to go to 2 because if I go to 2, I probably don't have time to work out today. But I could go to like 2 a.m. So this could be a true stream until I get to Wednesday. Because I know I've cheated a couple times recently. I did well last week. Did I go 2 for 2 last week? I think, or I went 2 and 3, or 2 out of 3. I should honestly keep stats. I should have a spreadsheet. Working Gloves went no farther than CS Junior. Too bad. But I mean, it's not like I got that other card back anyways, so. Alright, when's the first room going to be built? PJ17 needs another wood action before they can do it. And they also need food for their family, so PJ17 probably takes 4 wood and dances, or 3 wood and dances next round, and then builds in round 4. So I should plan to play Twibble and Twivel to get out a last in round 3. I think that's what I'm looking at. Reflection. Next time you use fishing, you get amount of wood equal to the amount of food you take. Oh, okay, so this is setting up a 3 food, 3 wood grab. So then PJ17 gets 4 wood and I'll take 3 wood. I probably don't plow any more fields. 2 fields seems good enough. It's good enough. I guess I do have Powerhouse, so like Reedstone fooding more has value as well. Problem is Twibble and Twivel, mostly. Oh man, Puppeteer in response to Dancer. Ooh. Ooh. That's very good for CS Junior. Oh, Working Gloves is the Nambo with Puppeteer, by the way. Pretty sure. Coal investor. I'm pretty sure, guys. What are your thoughts? Puppeteer plus Working Gloves. It came up last game with man. Am I was it like Puppeteer, Street Musician, Dancer all in the same pack? and I didn't see any of them. That's too bad. Yeah, I think it's a Nambo. I think so too. You're not paying any cost for an Ock. Exactly. Exactly. You're paying a food. Well, so no, you're okay. So this is a little messy, but the occupation cost is free. You're paying one food to your opponent to get that free occupation, though. That's, I think it's kind of, it doesn't exactly work. You play it for free, technically. Exactly. Yes. You're playing an occupation that costs 0 food, and you're paying 1 food to get that opportunity. I think that's how that works too. Let's look at Puppeteer. Yeah, like I think original Puppeteer would work. I think original Puppeteer would work. F. I guess I'd take 2 read, because it looks like I might be able to double build. Yeah, I agree. Original iDeck Puppeteer, I agree, Fofo. I think it works. But with revised Puppeteer, you're paying the food to your opponent. And that's why I think it doesn't work. We could look at Working Gloves. Whoops. How does this card interact with Child... Okay, Child Psych, yes. Child Psych, definitely. Couldn't find a Fisherman's Apprentice. People say I assume it's the same. Use it with Educator. Apparently the text, maybe the text has been changed. If it reduced the cost by 2. Okay, so I think the text got changed on this. This is different. Manual suggestion has been different. Feed 4. You could look in the forums. Check Fisherman's. There's nothing under Fisherman's. I looked at Fisherman's Apprentice last draft. The issue is that it's Working Gloves. Working Gloves is new, right? The issue would be we'd have to figure out from Working Gloves how it works. Yeah. Alright, I get a 4 wood action here, which is great. Or I could play... No, I'm not going to play because of white potatoes. Yeah, 4 wood looks good. And I'm going to be ready to double build. And my second action, if the 5 clay is still there, I'll take it, but probably it's not there. Maybe my second action is 3 wood. Maybe 3 wood wheels. Maybe plow. Plow 1 more field to get a 3rd vegetable. Yeah, plow a 3rd field would be fine. Yeah, clay's gone. The wood will probably go. PJ17 might dance here, or might take the sheep. Could see either. They're actually... Okay, I need to start... You know what? I need to start a notepad. Working Gloves plus Fisherman's app. Revised. Puppeteer. I had other questions that I was supposed to ask recently, and I can't remember. There were other things that I was supposed to ask how they interact, and I can't remember what they are. I need to start writing them down. 3 wood still there. And yeah, I get 6 wood next round, so I guess I'm plowing. This is a pretty great open. Honestly, this is a really fantastic opening. Yeah, so PJ17 has to grow. Montu's not threatening my build room action. I could force CS Junior to stable block, but 6 wood into build looks great. Probably build 2 stables just to set up a potential sheep breeder. CS Junior doesn't have to start player if I don't build rooms. Let's see what Ock they play. Yeah, if they don't start player, then... Oh, Rent Keeper, wow. Is there any chance they decide not to grow at all? Because I'm thinking Montu has to take the read. If CS Juniors start players to get family growth, then I'm done. But Yeah, I should build next round, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, if I don't start player here, I think I'm okay. Yeah, I guess the other thing I could do is I could start player myself, and then that actually cannot happen. Yeah, let's do that. Start player myself, and then I can build and then overachieve next round. That seems to work. So, no, I think I'll play overachiever. Yeah, definitely building. Although to be fair, overachiever, if I do so, I don't have to eat. Like my feeding is kind of perfect because this building here gets me my fourth food. Hmm. Overachiever's free. Doi. It's free, so I don't have to spend a food for it. An interaction that we maybe would have known is how does that France deck compendium that lets you play two fewer food for an Oct? Like, okay, here's part of my argument, right? Um, the France deck miner lets you pay two fewer food. That doesn't combo with Puppeteer or the other one. What's the name of that miner? What's the name of that? Golden Rose. I think Golden Rose is a Nombo. Just arrived and Rent Keeper on the board. Yeah, not the typical Rent Keeper. I need to save this on the desktop. Montu's got Farm School. Yeah, I would have liked that one. Yeah, I could sow here, but I think Overachiever is like kind of perfect. Wrong. Fisherman's Apprentice with Teacher of Nations. You can pay 0 food to play an Oc. Really? What's Teacher of Nations? All players can pay 1 food less. when they play an Ock. Really? That's been determined to work? I'm really surprised by that. That works with Fisherman's Apprentice? Which, where's Teacher of Nations? Is there like a place where that's been ruled? That's how you've always played it. Yeah. I disagree. I don't think that's how that works. So my argument is you're not paying, the food is not going to the occupation cost. The food is getting you a free occupation action. That's the way that I've made sense of it personally. Montu doesn't have to first action build, and if he doesn't, I can take clay. But no, he's gonna force me to grow, and I'll overachieve. Honestly, it might be worth not growing here, because occupation, like for clay, Fisherman's Apprentice is not worded that way. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Yeah, this text is super explicit. I think Fisherman's Apprentice, though. I don't remember the text on it. It came up last game. I had Fisherman's Apprentice, and I think I saw Working Gloves, and we were talking about it. I was of the opinion that it did not work. I think I might let Montu grow here, just because my overachiever is so bad this round. And what I could do instead is take 3 sheep and clay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. You may pay that player 1 food to play an Ock. Yeah, so it doesn't have the without paying an occupation cost line. Where's my text file? Here, I can go up, sit up here so that I can open it easily. Montu plays Plow Exhibition. Doesn't have 4 Ox. Oh, 4 improvements. Oh, 4 improvements. Oh, I definitely read this as 4 occupations. I read this wrong. Whoops. CS Junior start player TP. Really? CS Junior had a cattle? Oh my. Oh man. Oh, this is really awful for me. Oh no. Well, that backfired. That really backfired. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, I'm sorting out my feeding, so I'm going to argue that I'm sorting out my feeding, so it maybe is okay. Oh, man. Of course, storybooks gave him a cattle. Yeah. I just was looking at his farm. I've been thinking about this rules question and not thinking about the game, which is on me. And CS Junior builds a hearth. Yeah. Damn. And now I have to start player or build to protect family growth. Oh, brutal. Brutal. That was a big mistake by me. Got too greedy. Too greedy. Should have just grown. I could have overachieved the joinery. I just wouldn't have had a miner to play. I chose to take the 3 sheep because I thought I would grow this round, and then CS Junior start player and played TP because I forgot that he had a cattle from storybooks. And now PJ17 could try to jump me. Scary. At least I have a very good start on Lady the Manor. 3 fields already, 3 vegetables. That is helpful. But hard to max scoring categories without actions. That is a tough thing to do. This start player action is so bad. I think I'm going to greed it up. I'm just going to go super greedy this game. Yeah. So what I could do... I get a food, by the way. I should announce that. Getting a sow action wouldn't be too bad. So I'm gonna build a fireplace to eat my sheep. And then what's my other action? Visiting quarrymen? Or... yeah, visiting quarrymen. Maybe sheep breeder. Not soy milk producer yet. I'd love to get the 3 stone to go after the well, but the well's going to CS Junior anyways. And you know what? CS Junior is going to start player and build the well. Oh. Not good. Not good. Alright, I better play it safe and build this fireplace. And I have to hope Montu doesn't upgrade to a cooking hearth. Alright, so cheap occupation's not there anymore, which makes it quite a bit worse for me to play. Oh no, I can pay 1 food, right. It's only my second Ock. Unusual to only be playing my second Ock at this stage of the game. Yeah, sheep breeder gets me 1 food. This is a little risky from CS Junior. PJ17 could start player into the well. Of course, if they do that, they're giving up growth to me, but it could happen. Yeah, I thought I was delaying growth 1 round to get sheep breeding online and also to make my overachiever a lot better. But instead, I'm going to have given up 3 rounds of growth. Tough play. Well, I get 6 wood or family growth, so I'm not too unhappy either way. Open gate sheep in a game in which you've played Lady of the Manor. I'm not sure about that. I think I would rather get as much food as possible out of those sheep, and then use that food to power max scoring categories in other areas. That's the way I would do that. Yeah, plow rope. Well, I get 6 wood, so could be worse. Sees junior start players and builds the well, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, there's good stuff going on here. Like, I'm only 2 fields away. I'm much farther than anyone else in fields, even in spite of my lack of actions. Now, that's going to change because I won't be able to plow for, like, the next 2 rounds because I won't have time, but... Probably should play another occupation here. So this would be an okay time to play Visiting Quarryman, I suppose. Eat a sheep to pay for it. And the sheep breeder. Do we have a shepherd here? No shepherd. Montu plays crop farmer. Yeah, so he's going to start fencing. PJ17's farm must not have updated with my guest. Yeah, 4 clay lets me overachieve and build the pottery. So, do that. Oh, he is building another room. Oh, TP provides room. This game sucks. Why am I playing this game? This game sucks. TP doesn't allow family growth without room. It just lets you continue to grow. I get an F. F, Twibble, and Twibble. Breed my sheep. Well, that was definitely a game lose. I don't know for sure that I was going to win otherwise, but that was probably a game losing mistake because my opponents are just doing so much better now than they would have been otherwise. Oh, that's quite frustrating. I mean, I have been sitting last for a while, which is quite annoying. Farming University is very powerful. I like how Montu banned cards that I win with, and then has not banned cards like this. Like, okay, it's expensive, but this card is just—it's so much points. It's a lot. That card is a lot. So I should probably maybe sow and play soy milk producer. Hmm, maybe not. This is only worth points if I get a sow action in 14, which I want, but I'm not guaranteed to get. Take the 3 wood. Maybe plow was correct there, but the 3 wood lets me fence 12, so fencing 12 seems okay. And definitely want to pick up 3 stone next round with visiting quarrymen. Maybe I don't go to a stone house, and if I get the 3 stone, it's just stone oven pottery with overachiever. And skip out on a stone house, because it means I don't have to take reed, don't have to think about reed. Which is good. Will be good for me. I mean, pelts will be good. I still have stuff going on here. I'm frustrated that I have that I haven't grown my family yet. That's very frustrating. Yeah, I missed that cattle. I knew TP was out there, but I just missed the cattle on CS Junior's farm. And then by the time TP hits the board, it's way too late to ask for a take back. That's a shame. Take a grain here. Exhibition doesn't seem like it's coming online until really late. Oh no, you know what? I'm fencing 12. Yeah, I still want to try to get it exhibition if I can. And 2 food and a sheep to feed 4. The sheep have been good for me. They've been good. One nice thing about not growing is at your feet. Well, that's the thing, but like, I could have just taken. There's 3 sheep on the table. I could have just taken 3 sheep here, right? And that's what's really frustrating about this is that I delayed to get what I thought was, Thought it would have been good, but it was really bad. It was really bad. Oh man. So I could start player next round. Could start player to get Plauso. Although the start player to get Plauso is not very good if I'm not also playing exhibition. Because I need the grain before I pretty much want a grain before I do a sow action. So I think I'm hoping to get 2 cattle. Oh, okay, he's just playing it to get root so that Rent Keeper triggers the rest of the way. So we've got Rent Keeper playing TP and Graduate. A little unusual for a Rent Keeper. Yeah, if I can get the 2 cattle, but I'm guessing PJ17 will take the cattle. So then I'm doing like plow into family growth, I guess. Family growth, play pelts and pottery. Well, I'm also going to grab 3 stone with overachiever or with visiting quarryman. I have to remember to do that. I'm really kicking myself over that. Alright, if I get Plauso, I can't complain about getting Plauso here. If PJ17 decides to go for the pair of cattle and I get Plauso, that's obviously amazing for me, but not as amazing as it could have been. I mean, I get 2 cattle or Plauso. Either action is good. Visiting quarryman gets me 3 stone, and then I family growth, overachieve pottery, play pelts. PJ17's playing Field Warden. Okay, so I actually get my choice of the cattle and the Plauso. And I think given the fact that I have exhibition, I think I'm taking the pair of cattle. Because then I first move take 2 boar, and then I can start player exhibition or play exhibition on family growth and hopefully get a sow action in 14. Montu has no pasture. And now this is taking up time on my turn for Montu to decide what other improvement he's going to play. Oh, come on. Now he's going to totally change what he's going to do after seeing Quarryman. Or after seeing Tuileries. So this means PJ17 will start player instead of major minor, of course. Oh, you know what's going to happen? PJ17 is not going to correct their turn. They're just going to do their turn here. Maybe they're paying attention. Let's find out. No, they're gonna take their turn. If that was that simple, I would have had control of the board already. Should I take an extra 10 seconds on each of my turn to check CS Junior's board? Oh well. I don't enjoy playing at that pace. Yeah, it's all my fault. Oh, I'm very frustrated. It's all my fault. And keeper didn't even hit the table until like round 6. Okay, I'll take the boar. No, I let him start player TP. So that I fell from growing in 8 to growing in 12. Wait, what are we talking about? Yeah, Tuileries is really explicit. Yeah, Tuileries says exactly what you get to do. Yes. Yeah, I thought they were talking about something different. So plow looks good to me, and then last action, overachieve the stone oven, and I can play exhibition, and I could do a couple things. I can let exhibition get me the double grain and then bake one of them, or I can. Yeah, that's probably what makes sense to do, and then just try to get. Well, I mean, I'm not getting my fifth field in the last round because Montu will plow so. I'm pretty annoyed. I really screwed this game. Major comes before the minor. Does it? I don't think that's clear at all. But but it says additional, right? You're right if it doesn't say additional. But it doesn't say, and I don't think we solved it. I don't think it was cleanly resolved because um, of the word addition. The problem is the word additional. If you get rid of the word additional, I agree, but it says additional. So if it's additional, then it's in addition to the minor improvement, and I think then it could you would say that it comes after. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess I'm plowing, or I'm sowing. No, plowing is bad if I'm not getting the fifth field. But I guess I hope for the fifth field. How am I feeding? I eat a clay. I'm gonna eat a clay, and then I'm gonna eat two sheep. And I want to pelt both the sheep, but I'm probably gonna eat stuff later. Yeah, plow is fine. So I can eat three sheep and a clay, and that lets me pelt one of the sheep. To feed seven. And then I breed the other two. These guys have got a bunch more actions, and it's going pretty slow, so looks like I have time to do this. So, yeah. Anwal says that Zlorfik answered the question and said, so you have to play the minor, or you have to play the improvement first. Okay. I mean, I accept Zlorfik's ruling. What are we looking up? Working gloves? No, I don't want to pull. Topic. Oops. Almost my turn. Yeah, that's my analysis as well, Relocran. But not everybody agrees. The fact that I've not sowed my vegetables at all this game is such a disaster. Like, I should be setting up carrot on a stick here, doing neat stuff like that, but yeah, this game has been a disaster, unfortunately. And I can't win Lady of the Manor because I can't max grains, so just focus on getting my flat hill up, I suppose. Try to wheel family growth even without room. Montu's the only person who can take it. And Montu needs Reno Fence. Not that it's contested. Puppeteer IDEC? It is IDEC. Yeah, there's not really anything relevant on in the compendium. Yeah, the fact that I never ran out is such a or sowed is such a tragedy. Oh well. So I'm gonna pelt a boar. Probably pelt a boar and 2 cattle. So that is 5 food, and then I eat 2 vegetables. It gets me to 9. So then I have 1 food left over that I can use to play soy milk producer, I guess, since it's worth 2 points here. And then I also can take 4 clay, which is worth 2 points. Oh, why did I put a point on here? The point's over here. Pelt a cattle and a boar. And then I can eat 2 veg. Or I could eat a clay or whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, here's my final score. Plus 7. No Lady the Manor for me. 48. It's okay. It's not enough. Really huge blunder for me. Huge blunder by me. Oh, I'm pretty annoyed about that. Wrong place for pelts. Oh, this was a couple minutes. This was like when I had it on the Twivel and Twivel, yeah. Oh, that was such a blunder. If Montu beats CS Junior, like I basically handed Montu the game by doing that. Because CS Junior could have jumped Montu instead of me, and I could have grown an 8. Now, my feeding would have been ugly. Feeding that third harvest would have been pretty ugly without overachieving anything useful. But still, it was not worth growing 4 rounds later. Montu says 45, CS says 45. I can't believe I won this game. They're saying that I'm winning. What? This doesn't seem possible. 37 plus 8. This doesn't seem possible that I won this. I won this game? What? I can't believe I won. $45, $42, $48, $45. Wow. How? What? 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 Yeah, no. That's what it feels like. Nobody wanted to win, so I just won by accident. What? How? I won? How did I win? How is 48 winning in Lady of the Manor game? I don't understand. My white potatoes was efficient. I'm so confused. I guess pelts is very good for points. I don't know. I don't even know. My sheep breeder was very efficient. By blocking Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, Basket Maker's Workshop would have been a 4-point action for CS Junior. So maybe they tie because they probably had a 1-point move instead. Okay, I'll take it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. That's win number 1 on 2-Win Monday. Gonna take a short break, and we'll be back still searching for win number 2.